Recently, it seems highly likely that the US government will be funding a top-secret project aimed at creating superhuman AI. This could potentially become one of the most significant developments in the AI world. After all, we're all familiar with the events that unfolded when, the last time the government undertook an initiative like this, it had significant implications. Let me give you a bit of background to explain what I mean. What I'm referring to is the Manhattan Project. For those unfamiliar with it, for those of you who have already watched the movie Oppenheimer, you're likely familiar with the concept of the Manhattan Project. Let me quickly explain it for anyone who isn't. If we were to develop an AI initiative similar in scale and impact to the Manhattan Project, it would take us into an entirely different world. The Manhattan Project, which took place from 1942 to 1946, was a monumental wartime effort that profoundly transformed the course of human history. The US government discovered that a completely new type of weapon was within reach, one that could harness the immense power of the atom itself. But they weren't alone in this realization. They knew that Nazi Germany was also racing to develop it. This set off a high-stakes competition, a true race against time. Fast forward to today, and a similar scenario seems to be unfolding in the world of artificial intelligence. Two major AI players are locked in a fierce rivalry, each striving to outpace the other in building the next breakthrough. The topic of AGI, artificial general intelligence, has recently gained attention, particularly following the release of the 2024 U.S. Commission's recommendations. One of the major proposals includes establishing and funding a Manhattan Project-style initiative aimed at developing AGI leadership for the United States. Key highlights. Definition of AGI. AGI refers to systems capable of matching or surpassing human intelligence across all cognitive tasks, outperforming even the sharpest human minds. Congressional recommendations. Broad contracting and funding. The report suggests giving the executive branch multi-year contracting authority and funding to partner with leading AI cloud and data center companies. The aim is to accelerate advanced AI development, ensuring the U.S. maintains global AI leadership. Defense prioritization. It emphasizes creating a defense priority system, DX rating, to allocate resources and safeguard AGI projects as national security priorities. Challenges. Highlighted. Talent shortage. The scarcity of top AI talent is a major hurdle. Leading companies like Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic offer million-dollar salaries and stock options, making it difficult for government projects, offering comparatively lower pay, to attract the best engineers. AI safety and expertise. There are concerns about the government's ability to oversee AI safety, as many officials lack the expertise to match the cutting-edge advancements in private labs. Broader implications. The importance of AGI technology is immense, with transformative potential across industries. However, opinions on the recommendations vary, with some questioning the feasibility and necessity of the proposed actions. Nonetheless, these developments highlight the urgency of staying ahead in the global AI race. We're looking at what Max Techmark has to say. He's claiming that the new AGI Manhattan Project proposal to Congress is a science fraud, backed by a group of non-scientists making false scientific claims, such as the idea that AGI is easily controllable. He argues that losing control of AI could jeopardize U.S. national security and emphasizes that national security should not be compromised by fraudulent science. He delves into a full document on this issue, but I want to focus on the bigger picture. So if we look at what Reuters is reporting, they essentially state that, if this happens, it could completely shift the global balance of power. Once AGI, artificial general intelligence, is created, Salmon suggests that we might see it as soon as 2025. They're predicting that by 2027, we'll have super advanced AI systems. Historically, countries that have been the first to harness periods of rapid technological change have often caused shifts in the global balance of power. Salmon, a senior advisor at Palantir, an AI company focused on U.S. defense, emphasizes how significant this is. If a company or country achieves AGI or ASI, artificial superintelligence, first, they'll gain immense power over those who don't. Daniel Cacciolo, a former employee of OpenAI, shared a similar view, saying that those who possess AGI will hold godlike power over those who don't. He left OpenAI because he felt they might not act responsibly when AGI development becomes a reality. According to Reuters, we are now at a critical point in the development of AGI. It highlights that China is rapidly advancing in AI technology, and it's crucial that we take this development very seriously. This discussion brings us to one of the most crucial documents for the coming decade: Lock Down the Labs, Security for AGI. Essentially, this document addresses a pressing concern. AGI, artificial general intelligence, is likely as powerful and dangerous as nuclear weapons. That's why I'm drawing a parallel to a Manhattan Project-style initiative. To safeguard AGI, especially if it's developed, it's critical that the United States secures it within a controlled environment. This will prevent the model's data from being stolen or accessed by other nations that might use it for their own purposes. While the US will likely take the necessary steps to protect AGI's model data, the question remains: will other countries do the same? Will they let their AGI systems go rogue if they gain access to these secrets? This document, shared by a former OpenAI employee, highlights an alarming truth. Many people overlooked the implications, including myself initially. It reveals that right now, the secrets of AGI are being handed to China on a silver platter. Securing AGI and its secrets from state-sponsored threats will be a massive undertaking, and currently, we are not on the right path. If we don't act quickly, we risk leaking AGI's secrets and critical advancements to competing nations. These countries with fewer regulatory restrictions could accelerate their progress, ultimately surpassing us by stealing our breakthroughs. How China is deeply involved in widespread industrial espionage. The FBI director highlighted that China's hacking operations surpass those of all other major nations combined. Just a few months ago, the U.S. Attorney General revealed the arrest of a Chinese national who had stolen AI code from Google to bring it back to China in 2023. This is just the beginning of a much larger issue. A document, released around 7 to 8 months ago, warned that if current actions are not taken, the consequences could be irreversible within the next 12 to 24 months. It states that critical AGI, artificial general intelligence, breakthroughs will soon be leaked to the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, which will become the greatest regret of national security in the coming decade. The survival of the free world, as opposed to authoritarian regimes, is at risk. To safeguard against this, a strong lead in AI development is necessary to buy time for AI safety measures. While the U.S. currently holds an advantage in the AGI race, this lead will be lost if security isn't prioritized immediately. This urgency is likely why there's talk of a Manhattan-style project, a dedicated, concentrated effort to secure AI safety before it's too late. In this project, Mark Andreessen discusses a critical issue regarding security in AI labs. He points out that what we observe at companies like OpenAI or other American AI labs is far from secure. It's actually akin to Swiss cheese in terms of vulnerability. The threat from Chinese cyber espionage is significant and could easily be carried out through methods like bribing cleaning crews to insert USB dongles into laptops. Andreessen expresses his belief that these American labs are likely fully compromised, with China potentially downloading American AI research every night. He emphasizes that the U.S. is ill-prepared for the level of security needed to safeguard AGI, artificial general intelligence, from being developed by another nation. If another country succeeds, the U.S. could find itself in a dangerously weak position, losing control over global power dynamics. Looking further ahead, Andreessen warns that once China fully grasps the strategic importance of AI, their espionage efforts will intensify. We can expect massive investments, billions of dollars, thousands of employees, and extreme measures, all aimed at infiltrating AGI research. To ensure the security of AGI and superintelligence, Andreessen concludes that collaboration with government agencies will be essential. AI labs will need to work closely with government bodies to protect their work from such threats. There's someone who's actually friends with Sam Altman, and they were discussing whether, if the Trump administration pushes forward with these proposals, they'll end up being another unpopular disaster like the TikTok ban. The person making the proposal is connected to Sam Altman, so it's very likely that these plans will move ahead. It seems like there's already a government program in the works to develop AGI, but without the current restrictions we face when deploying AI systems. While there are safety protocols in place now, internally, they'll likely push forward, experimenting with various approaches to create a truly intelligent AI. They'll probably set up their own isolated servers, disconnected from the internet, to interact with the AI model in a secure environment. The most surprising part of all this is yet to come.